It's always a pleasure to introduce to any audience anywhere Barbara Kavanagh. And Barbara is founder and CEO of the Arizona Myeloma Network and the Cancer Caregivers Education Program. What is CCEP?
Well, it simply stands for the fact that what we are doing is providing real information and education to people who have heard those terrible word, cancer.
35,000.
Yeah.
35,000 new cancer patients.
Every year here in Arizona.
It's an astounding figure, but who takes care of them?
That's exactly what we discovered is really not anyone. I just want to comment is that my husband is a cancer survivor, and I think that what a lot of people don't realize is that when someone that you love has been diagnosed with cancer, it's probably one of the scariest moments of not only their life, but your life. And it was that way for me when my husband was diagnosed with a rare form of blood cancer, multiple myeloma. And so I try to educate myself because you feel so helpless. You know, I think that feeling of being alone and trying to figure all this out, and at the same time trying to smile and keep his spirits up or her spirits up.
We can understand the impact of cancer on a patient, but talk about the impact of care.
Let me just read a quote. We were talking earlier about caregivers, and the person that really influenced me was Rosalind Carter, who was the one who started the Alzheimer's Institute. And the whole word cancer caregivers really came out of the word caregiver because there are only, this is her words, there are only 4 kinds of people in the world. Those who have been caregivers, those who currently are caregivers, those who will be caregivers, and those who need caregivers. And I find that has been so true not only in my life, but in the life of so many people. When they learn that someone they love, a husband, a wife, a child, a friend, an employee, is diagnosed, that's just the beginning of the journey. And our Cancer Caregivers program came out of my own experience, but from all the families who would come to me and say, I know you give information, you have a conference for the patients, and why don't we talk more about how can I help? What can I do? Because I think most of us feel helpless. Like, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist. How can I help this person?
Barbara, you're answering some of those questions. What can I do? How can I help? How can I learn? Coming up very soon with a special event.
Yes, what we've been doing over the past 9 years is putting on cancer caregiver education seminars. We do them all over the state, and the one we're having next, which is Saturday, June 3rd, will be at the Drury Inn in Chandler, and I think you have a graphic, and if not, people can call me at 623-466-6246. What is important, though, is that when you come to our Cancer Caregiver Seminar, you are coming to a free educational program. You will find that there are other people, and it doesn't matter which cancer you have. Unfortunately, they're all the same. They are difficult, they are challenging, but when we learn ways that we can take care of ourselves, we can take better care of the one we love. And that's what we do, is we give you real information, we bring in resources, and what we feel best about is when you leave one of our seminars or when you talk with us, when you call and ask for information, you realize you're not alone and that you are important in terms of helping that patient be more successful in his or her treatment.
Saturday, June 3rd in Chandler.
Yeah.
That's the answer to how can I learn? Back in a moment.
Thank you.